As the drivers line up on the grid, reverse grid, race number 2. It was Shane Bollock-Bassey that took the victory in the first one. Charles Leclerc won it on the racetrack, but Bollock-Bassey in the stewards room took it. Well, here we go then, the 5 red lights coming on. Race number 2 here at Hockenheim is go, and it is Antonio Giovinazzi leading them away. We get away eventually. Giovinazzi then leading down into that first corner with Jean-Eric Vergne in second. It was a poor start from Jev, and Giovinazzi is absolutely flying. He streaks clear with Jev in second and Pietsmiet in third. We've got a yellow flag further down. Poulter already quite low down, and Courtois as well, as we continue with the front action at the minute and now move into the midfield. Chris Lake there, side by slide, and ahead of Pietsmiet, ahead of Villeneuve, up into 4th position. But it's still Giovinazzi in the lead with Jev second, Pietsmiet third, and Chris Lake in 4th as the midfield are so bunched up together.
You
said it before wide, Aarav. There may be 5 or 6 wide in there.
That is amazing. Amazing stuff. Ben up Tiametmarduk up into P9 there. As now you can see Giovinazzi going defensive against Jev. So this is wonderful. Ex-Formula 1 driver versus current Formula 1 driver. The Alfa Romeo racing driver going defensive, but Jev sends it down the inside. There's contact, but Jev gets the elbows out there. It's 3 wide. How does that happen? The racing points come out of nowhere.
Good God, where did Pietsmiet come from there? He felt like getting right involved with some Formula 1 drivers. Thankfully, they didn't all come together and collect each other.
The Mercedes.
2 Mercedes. Toto Wolff will be banging the fists on the desks once again, I think. Who was that? Was that Di Piello and...
I think so. I think Di Piello and the other Mercedes driver out. I think Chris Lake down the order. So Mercedes civil war at the Mercedes home GP is now Jev retakes the lead ahead of Antonio Giovinazzi into turn 1. Lap number 2. And so Gio under pressure a little bit. And oh no. Antonio Giovinazzi, unfortunately, is disconnected from the session. That's unfortunate there. He was having such a great battle with Jev. So now Jev on his own there. Pietsmiet doing a great job in second place then in the Racing Point car. And Villeneuve in P4. What a lad in the McLaren there. Doing a great job.
Incredible stuff from Villeneuve. He's about to be attacked though from Tiametmarduk. They're going to go 3 wide into the braking zone. Look how tight it is. And through goes Tiametmarduk up ahead of Villeneuve and Pietsmiet and into second place. And now he will begin the chase of Jean-Eric Vergne. We've got 3 wide behind that though. We've got one of the Haas cars trying to get involved. I think it's Pietro Fittipaldi. Oh no, he's into the wall. Who was that? Was that Pietsmiet he's gone off with? I think it was.
But Villeneuve, he must be absolutely bricking it right now because he's got Charles Leclerc in his mirrors there. Here he goes. He goes defensive to the inside, the McLaren driver does, but Leclerc ran that top, but look at the dive bomb from Will. He's absolutely sent it. Go on, lad. What a great showing there. He's given it his all. He's gave it a great shot, and you know what? He might even have a chance to slipstream him down this back straight. You never know with DRS as well. Lap number 3, remember? So here he goes. Villeneuve versus Charles Leclerc. He's going to be loving it, the man in the McLaren cockpit there. Leclerc backs out that one because Will has set it far too wide and deep, and he's blown it, unfortunately. I think that might be over. It might be curtains for him because I think surely Leclerc's now going to pull away.
Yeah, so down in 11th is TRL Limitless, not going to plan for him as Charles Leclerc now lines up Tiametmarduk. The 2 red cars going side by side in a moment, I would assume. So here comes Leclerc gaining on Tiametmarduk, and he's going to dive down the inside and go chasing after Jean-Eric Vergne. Can Tiametmarduk hold it round the outside? We've already seen him battling away with Lando Norris in recent weeks in these events, and it looks like he's going to go battling with Charles Leclerc. Tiametmarduk just about holds on. Leclerc trying everything. Will we see another trademark Leclerc move into the hairpin or into turn 8? Nope, not quite. And he's a little bit wide there, Tiametmarduk. The Aussie's in trouble, and here comes the Monegasque driver, Charles Leclerc, right onto the tail. Tiametmarduk running very wide. They're both reeling in. Jean-Eric Vergne quite a rate of knots, and this 2-way fight is about to become a 3-way fight then. But into the pits has come Jean-Eric Vergne and Charles Leclerc, and this is where we find out if the Aussie Tiametmarduk has put in the work in that in-lap and out-lap to move back in front and into the lead of this race. Let's see the battle in the pit stops. It looks like Vergne is ahead of Leclerc, so it's still Red Bull making it work in the pit stops. But where is Tiametmarduk? Is he going to appear in the shot any moment now? There he is, blasting through side by side with Vergne. He's going to take it. Yes, he is. Brilliant stuff, Aarav.
He's done it. He's into first place. Jev a little bit wide. He's on the hard tire for some reason, Jev. I think the Red Bull mechanics have got it all confused there in the pit stops. Don't know why he'd be on hard unless he had damage or some sort. But TRL Limitless also in there. So it's going to be 3 wide between a content creator, F1 driver and a Formula E driver. It's all very close indeed as Jev squeezes Leclerc to the inside there. Leclerc, though, as we know, late on the brakes, gets the job done. And so it's a Ferrari 2-3 there. But Leclerc now chases after his teammates. That's going to be a battle. That's going to be be such a battle.
We immediately shift back to this because this is going to be really, really exciting. The two Ferraris are going to go side by side through the Parabolica and down towards turn 6. Tiametmarduk has the lead at the minute. He's tucked right in the slipstream as Leclerc. He's going for the inside. Will he brake very late? He always seems to do it, and he does again here. He's on the inside. Tiametmarduk on the outside. Is he going to out-traction his teammate and take the place? Oh, it's a side-by-side dead heat then. Down towards turn 7 and now to turn 8. Will Leclerc try the outside again? No, he can't, but that looked like a late braking manoeuvre there from Tiametmarduk. It was, and Leclerc will pull back alongside and take the place on the outside almost. Still side by side. Great stuff into the stadium section. And Ben clings on. And Aarav, I'm going to have to bring you in because I need a breath after that one.
Leclerc around the outside of the stadium section. That is unreal. He's even the fact that he's even attempted that is insanity there. Leclerc, though, in second. He's got the DRS here. He's got the slingshot. Will Ben be able to defend? He did quite well on the previous lap. Here we go then. Building up this speed in the toe. Where's he going to go? To the right or the left? Where will Ben squeeze him to? Looks like it was a squeeze to the inside there. Leclerc down the inside, late on the brakes as we expect. There, bit of contact made, the elbows are out, and the F1 driver is into first place. But we've got many laps to go, and I'm sure Ben is now going to have the grip between his teeth there. He can sense the victory, but I'm sure he can more so can sense a great battle with a great Formula 1 driver here today.
Despite Charles Leclerc putting the foot down in the last couple of laps, unable to break clear, and he's still right there, and Leclerc picking up a 3-second time penalty. Will that come back to haunt him yet again? We'll have to wait and see as they make their way through turn number 2. Leclerc looks a little bit wide there. He is a little bit wide, and now Tiametmarduk is right in the slipstream. So the YouTube content creator going head-to-head with the Formula 1 driver yet again, and it looks like Ben, with the slipstream, with the DRS, is going to breeze by. But will Leclerc try this late lunge again? He will, or will he? No, he thinks about it and decides to back out. We've seen it so many times from Leclerc in the previous race. We saw Ben try it in the previous lap, but Ben holds the lead after making the move in the DRS straight, and he retakes the lead, Aarav, and it looks like it's going to come back at him
though. Down the inside, and Leclerc is going side by side with Ben through that left-hander. He's familiar with that, doing it in the previous race with Bolabassi, but that was exquisite stuff there to come back.
Now we are seeing Tiametmarduk then lining up Leclerc. Is he going to come straight back through then? Leclerc defends the middle of the road. It gives the option then to Tiametmarduk. Are you going left or going right? He goes to the left, round the outside, and regains the lead. And I think it's just going to continue on like this until the final lap, where the kettle or the pot just reaches boiling point and things get really exciting. So Tiametmarduk back up through into the lead with Charles Leclerc second. Is he going to try something again? Yes, he is! Down the inside he goes! Not quite able to find a way through, and Tiametmarduk holds on, but Leclerc trying absolutely everything here as Limitless continues to reel them in.
This well may become a 3-way fight on this straight. Let's watch on. Is it going to be a decent exit for Leclerc? It's a decent one for TRL Limitless as well behind the Williams car, so Leclerc is going to have to have two sets of eyes here to look behind, because the Williams car will go on the right-hand side, and it might be 3 wide as Leclerc goes on the left. It is 3 wide there. Leclerc on the outside. TRL Limitless down the inside of both of them to take the race lead. Ben with a switchback move, though. This is exquisite stuff. The two Ferraris now side by side. The Williams, though, out of nowhere into the lead. But now we've got Leclerc on the right-hand side. Goes for the outside move. He's done that so many times tonight, and he's going to pull it off again. But JD gives him a good old fight on the outside. Ben now getting involved as well. You literally could throw a blanket all over them. It's amazing, Andy. I think Ben will be rather annoyed, actually, I think, at TRL Limitless. I think, you know, obviously, I think he's on a different strategy, I'm pretty sure. So he doesn't need to get in the fight, but he is there. And so this is not something Ben needed in his fight versus Leclerc. And Leclerc already getting away a little bit. So let's see, though, with the DRS, maybe a double toe effect with Ben. And so they gain the slipstream so powerful down this straight. Are they going to make the dive? Ben goes for it there. Leclerc sees it, pulls out, bit of contact made, wheel banging there. And the Ferraris again are swapping positions. And Ben once again finds himself in first place. But will Leclerc go for that classic move he's done so many times now? Down the inside. They're side by side, so close, front and right tire to the left-hand side of the side pod there. Leclerc backs out, bit of oversteer, kicks in.
Tiametmarduk with Charles Leclerc right behind him again. Yet another occasion. We're going to go side by side, I would think, down towards the braking zone for turn 6. It's Tiametmarduk in front with Leclerc behind, but he's going to have a good chance perhaps to pull alongside. And there he goes, down the inside.
And there goes the Williams.
Oh, look at Limitless trying to get involved again. And who's ahead on the exit of the corner? It's Tiametmarduk who's ahead. But don't count that as it finished, because it's going to go all the way down through turn 7 and turn 8. Who's on the inside this time? It looks like it's Leclerc on the inside. inside, and he's back through into the lead, ahead of Tiametmarduk, with Limitless still clinging on in the background. Yeah, I think there's every possibility it will be as they go down the straight yet again. Here comes TRL Limitless in the background. Is he going to get himself involved yet again in the squabble between the two Ferraris? Tiametmarduk in the slipstream moves to the outside this time. He's going to have to brake very late if he wants to get past Leclerc on the outside. We've seen that, and it proves again, but that's incredible from Tiametmarduk. He's made it work right round the outside and through. Look at TRL Limitless trying to get involved, and he does get involved. Is he through on Charles Leclerc? He's still in there battling. Leclerc trying the inside very late on the brake. He forces Ben out, and there's contact there between them. Unbelievable stuff. Leclerc is behind, I think. I'm trying to make it out. It's TRL Limitless that leads from
first place.
Leclerc. from Tiametmarduk.
Absolutely astounding. TRL Limitless, though. But what a shock here. He's putting on a real show for us.
Wow.
He's the spanner in the works we didn't know we wanted, but we needed here in this Grand Prix, because now these two guys have got to get past the Williams car as well as fighting each other. But the dive bombs here have been sensei. I honestly wouldn't put it past Charles studying some YouTubers' videos here, because these dive bombs have been nothing short but YouTuber dive bombs, and it's great to watch. And now they'll go again, close again. They're pretty much nose to tail, and they'll just sit back and make sure they get the DRS and the tow. And now the Williams, it's his turn to be a sitting duck down this straight, and I think it's going to be another 3-wide moment. As now you can see there, they're going side by side now, and it will be, I think, soon enough 3-wide either side. The Williams car, no, one goes to the outside, the other tries the inside there, and we've also got a bit of defensive drone from the Williams car. We've got a switchback move involved, bit of contact with the two Ferraris, then with the Williams car, and I think that's Leclerc into the lead of the GP. Once again goes very defensive now as we watch the aerial shot. Ben sends it down the inside there with his fellow content creator TRL Limitless, but the Williams driver keeps it in second place here. So this is just going on for ages now, and this is, I think, the final lap, Andy. We've already got to the final lap.
Yeah, we are on the final lap. Time flies, Aarava, when you're having fun, and we certainly have had here in the commentary box. It has been an absolute cracker, but the three of them in a line all the way to the flag. We had two cars battling in the previous race. It was brilliant. We've had three in this one. Brilliant once again. Leclerc will come across the line to win on the road, but what about the time penalties? Let's have a look. It goes to TRL Limitless in the end with an incredible strategy on those medium tires. I can't make out how many laps he did on them, Aarava. Can you see on your screen?
I can't quite see there, but I know it was a decent amount. I mean, fair play to TRL Limitless, because he wasn't in that fight initially. He was quite a few seconds back when the pit stops were made. He came in, and like I said, a dark horse, and he's taken it. He's taken the good. He's stolen what should have been a race win, I think, from one of those guys, Ben or Charles. JD will be very happy in the cockpit of his Williams car.